What's up, guys? That Really Gross Guy here, and we are back playing Warframe. So, I wanted to talk about a few things. Some stuff we know and some stuff we don't know. One of those things we don't know exactly is going to be what the next Prime Frame is, but we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But, first off, I just want to point out the build that I'm running right now because I like to do that at the beginning of every one of my videos. This is my Nyx Prime. All my weapons are set up for radiation base. She's basically a turn the tables kind of Warframe where chaos and the radiation and all that stuff literally takes all the attention away from her and focuses the enemies to fight each other. And that's the build. So basically Bratton Prime, the new core, as well as the Orthos Prime. So a pretty fun build. I don't know. I really like this build. It's one of my go-tos for kind of just cheesing through like mid-level exterminates, or not mid exterminates, but mid-level missions in general. I mean, this should be pretty easy of a defense. Me pushing 10 waves of level 20 enemies or whatever. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna make things real easy. I'm gonna throw that out there right now, but yeah. So let's get talking about some of the things we know about. First off, we know for sure Ember Deluxe skin is making its way. It is in designs. We know that is a thing. Ember Deluxe. We also know Mag is going to be a thing. On the last dev stream, they said they don't think it's going to come out this month, but it hopefully will be coming out sometime at the beginning of next month, which would be awesome. I'm not a big fan of Mag, but I mean, I know that she can be really powerful. I've seen it. It's just she's not quite my playstyle. I'll probably give her a try once the skin comes out. I'm kind of considering going back and creating a build specifically to try out Mag and her more endgame build. So that might come to the channel sometime soon. So Mag. Alright, so Ember, Mag, and Zephyr. And I'm feeling like Zephyr might be the furthest one out. I don't know for sure, but the Zephyr Deluxe skin was hinted at long time ago, but we haven't seen much when it comes to a work in progress on Zephyr. So I don't know if we're going to be seeing Zephyr's new deluxe skin anytime soon. But the Tenogen skins, I believe they chose a new round of people, and there should be some. Yeah, they did. They chose some people, and those skins, I believe they even showed it on the dev stream recently. But those skins will be making its way to PC, hopefully sometime soon. But we do know they have some selected, which is pretty cool. So you can look forward to skins coming out for some more Warframes, and if you're willing to cough up the dough, the real life money, that is an option for you guys. But besides that, we also know about a Tenno shotgun. However, this shotgun they hinted at could possibly be doing different types of damages depending on what types of shells you're loading or whatever. We're not too sure how that is going to become a thing, and because of this strange mechanic that we don't really know about, it appears as though they started making a Corpus shotgun, and the Corpus shotgun apparently is further along than the Tenno shotgun is, so I'm expecting that to come out first. But a Corpus shotgun, that sounds pretty cool. I'm down for that. I would like to make a Corpus build in the future and utilize a Corpus shotgun. I think that'd be pretty cool. So yeah. Keep in mind, I might be missing a few things. There might be something that I'm not thinking of. Make sure you let me know about some of those things in the comments below, because I want to cover all the new stuff, all the important stuff that you guys can look forward to in the near future. Now, TennoCon is coming up, so I'm sure they're saving some information until TennoCon, and I'm wondering if they're going to do an update shortly after TennoCon, being like, here you go, here's a deluxe skin and a weapon and a thing, you know what I mean? That would be really cool, but obviously they're keeping some stuff hush-hush, which I can totally understand. But they have revealed the Sayandana, at least, that will be given away for ticket holders. I don't remember if you have to be a collector's ticket holder for the Sayandana, but just keep in mind that, you know, the ticket prices and the tickets do have some sort of cosmetic type thing or collector stuff that you get with those tickets. So I don't know what's going to be accessible at what tiers, but I am excited because I bought a collector's ticket for TennoCon that I will be definitely getting a Sayandana, which will be awesome. But that's cool. They also are working on a new machete stance, so I'm curious. This is one of the things we don't know, is if they'll be giving us a machete for the game when they change the machete stance. I don't know if there's going to be a new machete, but that would be pretty cool to kind of, you know, kick it off with a new weapon. But yeah, machete stance is something we know they're working on, which is pretty cool. Next up is another melee weapon, which is the fan blades that have been kind of hinted at in the past. Kind of an old, I don't know if they're going to be a Tenno weapon, or if they're going to be like a pre-war, like Orokin weapon. I think they're going to be Orokin. I could be wrong. They might be Tenno. They might be, you know, I don't know. I don't think they'd be Grineer. I don't think they'd be Corpus. I don't think they'd be... You're obviously not infested. But I don't think they'd be, for whatever reason, the like a sentient weapon. I highly doubt it, because I believe they're talking about Orokin, like an Orokin weapon, which would be cool. I think it would be a cool weapon, but I think it's going to be on an entirely new melee animation. So I could be wrong. It might be the fist animation. I don't know, or a dagger animation or something like that. But if it is coming with a new animation, I'm expecting that to be a little ways away. And I think they're going to tie it into some lore. So if it's tied into some lore, I'm not expecting it anytime soon. But I could be wrong. Who knows? Maybe it's coming with Haro. We know Haro's coming out sometime soon, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is, to be honest. But so yeah. And one thing that I don't think a lot of people has remembered, other than the people that made designs, but remember when the developers asked for player-created weapons, weapons that were that would work with current melee stances, but were completely not just new skins, but like new weapons in general. So we were seeing like infested katana type weapons. We were seeing like scythes. We were seeing you know, new rapiers and stuff, which looked really, really awesome. So I'm excited for that. I don't know. I think they said like top 3 would make it in game, but there were so many good ones. There were so many good ones in there that I wouldn't be surprised if they either select a couple to put on the back burner and maybe make later, or if they do decide to make a couple extra. I don't know, but I'm excited for that because there were so many good ones. There were so many good ones. There was that the sword whip, kind of like Ivy from Soul Calibur. She had like a sword whip. I think that would be really, really cool to see. Another sword and shield would be really cool. Yeah, go ahead, hit me. I'm just gonna get you killed, and that's gonna end the wave. So, so that's a lot of stuff we kind of know is in the works, kind of stuff that we are a little curious about. There is something else we know is in the works, and we don't know pretty much anything about, and that is kind of been the kind of the focus in a recent forum post or Reddit or something. Apparently, data miners have sought out what the next Prime is going to be and what is going to come with that Prime frame. And I can understand why people think this, and honestly, I could see it happening, but like I said, it's a data mine, so I do not trust it to be factual information. Who knows what's going to happen if the developers put in this information just to troll the data miners, which I'm all for that. I don't believe in data mining. I think it's, I don't know, I think it's a terrible thing to do, and I honestly think it would be funny if they threw that in there just to troll people, because you know it's going to piss people off that said, oh, I thought it was going to be blah, 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 blah. You guys lied to us. It's like, no, we didn't lie. We didn't say anything. That is not our fault. You know what I mean? I feel like people go out of their way to mislead themselves or to get their hopes up and just ruin the experience for themselves, and it's nobody's fault but theirs. Now I know there are times where like things get overhyped and all of that, but for example, this next Prime that is coming out, if you think that it is absolutely going to be this Warframe and this weapon, and you are dead set that it's going to happen and you get super excited, that is nobody's fault but your own if you are wrong. I'm just saying, I don't believe anyone can be held accountable for you know, being held to a certain standard. Like, DE is not going to be held accountable if people think something is coming out and it doesn't, unless the developers strictly say that it's going to happen. Like I said, if the developers say this new frame is coming out and it doesn't, that's when we can hold them accountable. But when people data mine and try and find little information and little, you know, lines of script and code to make themselves believe a thing, then the only person that can be to blame are the people that believe it, in my opinion. I think it would be funny if DE did that to people, because I think it's inappropriate to data mine, in my opinion. I think it would be great if they said, guess what? We've already got Titanium Prime. Well, just, they don't actually have to say that, but put a line of code that says Titanium Prime in, you know, in coding or something like that, and people would go nuts. And then the next Prime that comes out is absolutely not Titanium Prime, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, what the heck? And it's like, why would you even believe that? Like, that's not our fault. Like, that you're just, you know, you're getting your hopes up, and I do nothing but sit back and laugh at people that that believe information that the developers don't tell them themselves. It's just like, yeah, you can't trust it. You can't trust it. And if people are saying it is 100% going to be this thing and the developers haven't said so, don't believe them. If you do, then, you know, that's, I don't know, I'm like, sorry, but, you know, they can't prove it, then it is what it is. So, anyways, off of that whole topic, it's whatever, I rambled on long enough about that. So, supposedly what has been data mined, now, like I said, there's a very good chance this is not going to happen, but they data mined and they found codes of script, apparently, or something like that, that it's going to be Oberon Prime. Now, the only reason why I think this is possible is because they just did a rework, and they did their best to get this rework done and in working order, in working condition, very, very recently. So it would make sense that they release a Prime that just, or a new frame, Prime frame, that just got a good polish, you know what I mean? So, like I said, there's a little bit of supporting information that could say it's possible, but in my head, I'm like, yeah, I'll have 10% of my belief based on that information that it's going to be Oberon, but I'm not going to get my hopes up past that. But Oberon Prime, what do you guys think? Is it going to be Oberon Prime? On top of that, they're saying possibly Silva and Aegis Prime. Now, I'm kind of excited about that. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of element-only based weapons, but the Silva and Aegis is a really cool weapon, and I do like the sword and shield weapon animations, stances, and all that stuff. I think they're pretty cool, so I don't know. I think I would like to see it. I would like to see it myself. Now, I'm saving the last information on this Prime leak because I don't know if I can believe this one, because they're saying the Cerberus Prime. Now, we already have the regular Cerberus, and we already have the Dex Cerberus. Now, I know that the developers in the past have made a third iteration, and I think even... is it... yeah, technically the Rock de Cernos has 4 iterations of the Cernos. You've got the Rock de Cernos, the basic Cernos, the Mutilus Cernos, and the Cernos Prime. So, I hope DE is not doing that again. They even said, even in the last dev stream, they said they do not want, they're trying to stray away from making multiple iterations of the same weapon. So, when it comes to, like I said, the Rock de Cernos or the Quanta, you've got the Mutilus Quanta, and you've got the Quanta Vandal, or I don't know, but you know, just all of those different iterations. I think they want to get away from that, and having the Cerberus Prime is kind of going against what they've been saying recently about getting away from those repeat weapons. Now, this Cerberus Prime could be, you know, months in the works. So there is a chance that they're saying, you know what, we've spent so much time on this weapon. We know we said we don't want to reiterate the same weapons over and over again, but we spent so much time on it, we gotta release it. It's just, we spent time and money and effort on this thing. It's working, or it's very close to working. We don't want to just can it. And I get that. But I don't know. I mean, I'm happy with the Dex Cerberus. I love the Dex Cerberus. I love the Cerberus. I love the Dex Cerberus. I feel like this isn't a good way to go by doing this Dex Prime. So I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? Do you think it's gonna be the Cerberus Prime? Is it gonna? Are you not cool with that? I don't know. I'm down for the Cerberus. I'm down for the or I'm already cool with the Sabaras. I'm already, you know, happy with what we've got. The Sylvan Aegis, if that comes out, I mean, cool. Oberon Prime, I mean, all right. I guess I'm down, but the I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for this Sabaras Prime, but anyways, we don't know that for sure. Like I said, we don't know what this is gonna be. We don't know any of this information for sure. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's going to be these three things? Do you think the data mine is good enough, or do you think DE is taking more steps of precaution in order to make sure that the data mines don't happen anymore? Or I don't know. This burst is pissing me off. This burst is absolutely pissing me off right now. Come on, man. Like, really? You're gonna make this difficult. Let's see if I can get one of these guys out there to distract him so I can get better shots on him. Okay, can you not, please? Come on. Turn around. Could you please? Turn around. Thank you. Let's kill him. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, I may have missed something. Like I said, in the comments, let me know if I missed something. What do you guys think? Are you excited for these things? I do know that there's like the new Jackal four-legged creature thingies and the Nox weapon that we know there's going to be a new Nox unit, but I'm assuming at some point we're going to get access to his weapon. But there's that. But yeah, there's probably something else I missed. But yeah, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. There you have it. New stuff we know about and stuff we are kind of speculating on right now. So yeah, thank you guys. Until next time. Blow!